What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Wednesday in the workshop. I'm Adam. If we haven't met, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be talking about my fluid bed again. So some of you may have seen the video where I upsized my single cup fluid beds to a 4 cup or 4 base cup fluid bed system. And what you didn't see in that video, or maybe that you could pick up, and I just didn't hide it as well, as I wasn't thrilled with how the final result looked aesthetically. Functioned fine, worked great. I've since painted a lot of jigs on it, but I wasn't too thrilled with how the tubes were everywhere. Everything was kind of loose. I mean, not loose to the point where it wasn't working, but it was just loose, looked terrible, and it was hard to store. I had to wrap the tubes up and try to put them away and so forth. So I had seen something online and thought, man, that's a good idea, and then just finally got around to doing it. So what I've done here, I wanted to show you guys. So this is the same fluid bed base. What I've done is I moved the bases back, so they're no longer in the middle of the board. I moved them back to the back edge, and I added this 1-inch PVC, you can call it a manifold, you can call it an air chamber, whatever the case may be, whatever you want to. But it basically acts as a stabilizer or a regulator of sorts. So there's one inlet from my tank or from my pump, comes in here, fills up the manifold, fills up the air chamber, and then each base has its own valve on it. This was always the case, but the valves were over there and they were all nasty and messy. So it's worked beautifully well. I have another video, if I can find it, I'll post it right here. You can see it's working really nice. Everything's bubbling really nice. Everything's regulated. So what this air chamber does, I think, beyond aesthetics, making it look a little cleaner, less cumbersome and so forth, it also fills this whole chamber with air. So what you avoid, and what I saw with some other valve systems, wherever that air comes in, the first valve has always got the most pressure, and by the time you get to the fourth valve, even though it's the same one air system or one air source, that fourth valve just doesn't seem to have as much kick as the first valve does, which makes figuring out and regulating the airflow inside the cups really difficult, quite a challenge. What this does is it kind of equalizes the air pressure throughout, so each of the valve really works nicely with all the others. If you haven't done this, super simple, maybe $10, 15 bucks for the PVC, the caps, some clamps for the sides, and we'll take your fluid bed, especially if you have a multi-cup system like this one, to the next level, even beyond what we talked about before. So, hope you enjoyed this Wednesday in the workshop, and until next time, happy jig painting. See you guys.